Thank you for this opportunity to share about exciting news in Baptist Nursing Fellowship. BNF is called to care, and it is certainly our blessing to serve with great delight. BNF offers many opportunities to serve, and I hope to share some of those with you this morning. Our BNF theme for 2024-2025 is REST. Rest and evangelism will be our emphasis for 2024, and strength and trustworthiness will be our focus in 2025. This theme is based on Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. As nurses, we use our healthcare skills to touch people's lives physically, mentally, and spiritually. Our bodies cannot function properly without a balance of meeting all those needs. In assessing the health of many people, we often find that a great need is lack of rest. Over the next 2 years, we plan to study what it means to rest and how we can help others to find needed rest. This past year in 2023, we focused on relentless and missional. BNF gathered at First Baptist Church, Jackson, Mississippi in November of 2023 for our annual summit, where we shared a blessing of the hands with all those attending, as you can see pictured here. After our summit ended, we headed over to a nearby Jackson neighborhood and the Soul City Church. We led a community health fair and received over 20 community resource partners who provided opportunities for health education, flu vaccines, job searches, and door prizes. This year, in October 18 through 20, we plan to meet in Louisville, Kentucky. BNF is grateful for the support of the Kentucky WMU and their generous invitation to meet at the Kentucky Baptist Convention building. We look forward to trying some of the delicious foods of Kentucky. BNF will end our summit with a ministry outreach to an underserved area of Louisville. We hope that you will encourage nurses and healthcare professionals in your state to make plans now to attend the BNF Summit in October. Maybe you could scholarship someone to attend. It's a great way to get to know BNF. As BNF gathered at First Baptist Jackson, Mississippi in November of 2023, we celebrated 40 years of BNF. The 77 people at the first BNF organizational meeting in Oklahoma City in November of 1983 had a vision of an organization that would have as their primary purpose to provide Christian professional fellowship among the membership and to strengthen individually and collectively the relationship and commitment of the membership to Jesus Christ. This continues to be our primary focus 40 years later. Other highlights from our summit are pictured here. We had BNF charter members, Melba Wilkerson of Texas and Judy Carpenter of Missouri. We had a guest nurse from Paraguay, Jemima Hansen, and she was joined by Jane and Don Jones, retired IMB missionaries to Paraguay. We recently learned of Don's unexpected death after a brief illness on the 30th of December. Please be in prayer for Jane as she walks through the challenging days ahead. We had 4 continuing units that are very important to nurses. We also celebrated our 40th anniversary. We had a blessing of the hands, and we went to a community health fair at Soul City Church in Jackson, Mississippi. The Community Outreach Project has become a highlight of our annual meeting as we reach out to underserved communities where we are meeting. Combining healthcare skills and missions is the heart of Baptist Nursing Fellowship. BNF can walk alongside you to plan a healthcare mission activity like this for every age group in your church. This is a wonderful way to reach people in your community to meet their physical and spiritual needs. To accomplish our purpose, many resources are required. Not the least of these are financial resources. At our summit, we initiated a new giving program called Trees of Life. This is a unique way of supporting BNF in a variety of ways. You can learn more about supporting BNF in this way at our BNF website. Other highlights from BNF in 2023 are our membership increased by 25%. 2,500 nurses and students were touched with goodie bags and our blessing of the hands during the month of the nurse in May. BNF members participated in multiple international and domestic mission trips. A new prayer team was organized, and they led 4 virtual prayer meetings. The Resource and Development Team awarded nearly $10,000 to 10 scholarship recipients who were students, missionaries, and BNF members. A 2024 budget was approved with an increase of 9%, and 72% of the budget is designated for BNF programs. In 2024, we have plans to visit some of your state WMU meetings. Please reach out to us if we can represent BNF at your meeting with a display table or a breakout session. It is certainly our blessing to serve with great delight. This past summer, I was privileged to travel to Asunción, Paraguay, and our Paraguay Baptist Medical Center. During that visit, I attended a meeting in the William Skinner Conference Room. Dr. Skinner was a founding IMB doctor when the hospital began in 1952. But what was so meaningful to me was this plaque on the wall in the room. It's dedicated to Miriam Wells, a missionary nurse who began seeing patients in a poor neighborhood of Asunción in 1945, 7 years before the hospital was founded. It was the work of this dedicated nurse that was the catalyst for medical missions in Paraguay. This reminded me again of the importance of nurses in medical missions. I thought of a favorite hymn of mine, Great is Thy Faithfulness. Former WMU Executive Director Treasurer Delana O'Brien referred to a few words in the 3rd verse of the hymn when I heard her speak many years ago. Verse 3 says, Pardon for sin and a peace that endureth, thine own dear presence to cheer and to guide. And the words that Dr. O'Brien emphasized were strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow. Blessings all mine with 10,000 beside. Great is thy faithfulness as we strive to continue in our call to care and we delight in serving. I invite you now to stand and join me in singing the chorus to that wonderful hymn as we are reminded of the faithfulness as we serve together with great delight.